Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I've got lots of friends out to play today. I don't know, it feels like a bit of an oracle reading I might be doing. Okay, so I've got the Divine Feminines out. We've got the Oracle of the Fairies. So we've got the fairies here. We've got Archangel Animal cards. Messages from your angels, the mermaids and dolphins, and the romance angels, and the lovers oracle. And you've got this cards. Okay, so I'm going to put a message and see what's going on. Let's have a look. Let me pull some cards first. So I've got all boxes. It's alright, we'll get through it. They feel like they don't want to shuffle. I can see one of the cat's hairs. Okay. Mermaids and dolphins. Let's have a card. There's 44 in here. It's just, oh, and there's 44 in the romance angels. Oh, and there's 44 in the... I'm not joking. There's 44 in the angels deck, and there's 44 in the archangel animal. There's 44 in the oracle of the fairies. There's 53 in the divine feminines. Wow. Okay. I don't know about the Lover's Oracle. 45. Oh, we've loosened up a bit now. Okay, something to do with the 144,000. Seeing as we've got an extra one here to add on to all these 44s, okay? And then 53 brings us to 8, that infinity. But they are divine feminine cards. Okay, I'm going to pop them away. Messages from your angels. I feel like it's going to be a good message. Okay. Optimistic. I was picking up a bit of a karmic energy. I'm not sure what's going on that side of the story, but it was like, oh, it's not going to be a karmic reading, is it? But I'm not sure it is. I think that the karmic might be playing up a little bit. A test for the masculine. I feel as if it's a test, as if he's going to bow down to the karmic again. Okay. Well, now that I've said that, it will probably influence the cards. So if they were planning on bowing down to the karmic, that's not a really great positive thing to be thinking about doing. So we'll change the cards before we even read them. Oh, I just saw deception. We're jingling away today. Romance angels. I don't know how I popped that. Let's put it back in. Archangel animal. This will be interesting because we're really tapping into our spirit guides, our spirit animals. We've got a rabbit. Rabbit, 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 rab, 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 rab. Chaz and Dave. My husband used to have that as like his ringtone when I called him because got a lot of talk in me. Don't stop chatting. But I feel that this could be, if it's something to do with the karmic, then it's a nagging, I think. Or someone's got chatty all of a sudden and wants to talk. Okay, might be a bit late for that. There we go. Oh, look at the fairies. What would you like to say? They wanted to say, because I saw her name, I'm trying to think of the song, Karen K. What do you want to say? K-Class. They sang a song. I'm going to have to look it up, guys. because I believe it's an awesome song, but I cannot remember. K-Class. I was going to say Show Me Love, but it's not, because that's Robin S. Okay. K-Class. I can hear you playing in my mind, but I cannot... what did K-Class sing? Let's just go to some videos. Let Me Show You Love. That's it. Okay, that's the song, K-Class. Let Me Show You Love. We're going to play a little bit of it. Oh, no adverts, come on. I hope you guys don't get adverts with my videos. Just got to listen to this song because it's like, what do the fairies, the Oracle of the Fairies want to say? K-Class. I don't think YouTube will pick this up. Look at him grooving away here. Oh, it had to be an extended remix. We'll just watch a bit of this for a while, shall we? K-Class. Let me show you. Let me show you love. I said show me love. Okay? Someone's got the groove on. Let me show you love. K-Class, that's what it took me to. Karen K. Okay. Artwork by Ginger Kelly. Ginger Rogers come to mind, but Ginger come to Jasper. Oh, hello. I'm still not allowed to see it, but it's... What else have we got left? The Divine Feminine cards and the Lover's Oracle. Hey. Let me show you love, let me show you. Divine Feminine. Oh, I think it says, you've got to live right now, right now. The world is changing, moving so fast. I might share it. I might attach it to the description box and we can watch it. Divine Feminine. I felt like getting this card, but just reading when your soul selects her card. A 53 card deck and guidance guidebook for embodying love. There it is, the Divine Feminine. Okay. And this one. Okay. A bit jumpy. A bit groovy. Where's my coaster? Okay, let's got cappuccino this morning. Using the coffee machine. It's because I run out of coffee, instant coffee. So I have to kind of use it's a cappuccino or a latte at the moment. So I go to the shop. Should we have a look at what's going on? Okay, I feel, okay, we're going to look at the Divine Feminine cards first. We've got Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. How awesome is that? That's so us. Okay, the goddess of abundance. I need to find whereabouts she is. Okay. '72. Page number 72. When your soul selects her card, abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incalculable material wealth, but are bereft of a sense of purpose or a greater vision for their life, and so are left feeling lost. while others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of lights that has an inestimable worth. Lakshmi is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. Lakshmi reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What work doesn't feel like work at all? Lakshmi is a wink to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something we can do and show the world. Lakshmi represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing work that feeds our soul. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of mind we enter when we know we are contributing great worth to the world in the effort to becoming more love. Okay, soul voice meditation is, when do I feel the most abundant? An intention. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. That's really interesting, because when I was coming on, it was like, oh, I could have just really had some time to myself today. And it was like, no, I love doing this. It helps me to clear the energy. It helps me to raise my vibration. So it was like, no, I just, there's just this labour of love. This is what I love doing. And when we do that and we find that, then we've been talking, this abundance is going to come. It isn't about how much money's in your bank. And if you can have as much money as you want, you still will not be happy if you haven't found that true pure bliss within. Struggling to get my words out. I felt here as well. There was a bit of an energy of the karmic coming through. As in, it's all about money for them. Okay? Let's look at this other card. You can see I'm a little bit shocked after last night's, because I spoke about the Sphinx and this is what it looks like. I don't know how to pronounce these names. Shekme, the Red Lady. You guys that have been following on the chat, the Red Lady, you're going to kind of get this, okay? I am pure strength. I honour my anger by giving voice to it. Doesn't that look like the Judgment card from last night's reading? She was there with the cord around the masculine. He was looking towards the finish line. Shekme, the Red Lady. Never had this card. Let's find out where you are. One, 3, 8. Oh. Oh, it isn't. It's very similar. I've gone to Shekine, the presence of the divine feminine. I've got to sort my hair out. It will settle down a little bit later. It's just a bit wild after it's been washed. Tame. It will tame itself. Okay, that's not the card. That's what I went to. This is the card, guys. Let's go back and have a look. 174. I've got an itchy foot. I'm going to have to itch it. Oh. Holy rage, sacred anger and positive aggression. These states are being our crucial. Wow. These states are being our crucial aspects of the divine feminine. So holy rage, sacred anger and positive aggression. These states of being are crucial aspects of the divine feminine. It's the female power that ends wars, that brings home missing children, that seeks justice for the earth and for those who can't defend themselves. The brilliant artist and mystic William Blake relates that the voice of honest indignation is the voice of God. The feminine has for too long been disassociated from rage and anger. If we can't embody the fiery emotion of anger, it often festers or expresses itself in a subversive, manipulative ways, or it leaves us anxious and frustrated. Positive aggression, acting with love on behalf of what breaks our heart or enrages us, is what allows us to become agents of change, to better our lives and the world around us. Checkmate wants us to come face to face with our true strength. Power doesn't come from passive aggressive behaviours. We don't have to fear expressing our anger directly to an institution or a person who is acting unjustly. Checkmate wants us to see that anger is an essential emotion. And checkmate is a sacred call to move that anger from pure emotion into conscious action. She wants us to act with conviction and from love. She wants us to create the healthy boundaries we need so we aren't injured again and again, or so that we can free ourselves from a destructive pattern. It's time to end. We have a divine right to draw a sacred circle around us at all times. The protection we invoke for ourselves and others helps move us from feeling helpless to taking loving action. Soul voice meditation: where can I create loving boundaries in my life? An intention: I am pure strength. I honour my anger by giving voice to it. The thing that's been coming up today is us divine feminines realising that we were broken women. That really hit. I heard that today from another feminine, and it was like, yeah. But we've really taken this time to heal. We have to have boundaries now, guys. But we don't need it being this kind of aggressive anger, as in, I want to say maybe what the karmic, how it's kind of filtering out through the karmic manipulation. Where with the feminine, we're kind of we don't really have to project that onto just one individual. We can make our voice heard and known, and our boundaries are set as a collective. We're not here to keep being injured over and over again. The pain stops. Okay. Wow. This itchy foot. If you want to know, I have to check. It's my left foot. It sounds like Jasper. Let's have a look and see what the oracle cards want to say. So we have messages from your angels. Patience. Now is the time to learn, study and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Let's read this. No, I'm going to turn them over. Where's all this hair come from all of a sudden? Mermaids and dolphins, a blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. It's definitely about the feminine here, having the patience, working on, we create our own abundance. We've got to keep focused on this. It's time to have patience. We're learning, we're gathering, we're studying, we're gathering information, but we're gathering together. We're going to synthesize all this knowledge into action in the future. We've got the masculine, we'll make the effort again. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I felt here as if the divine feminine was a little bit deflated, or maybe relieved, but there's patience here. I'll show you these cards in a moment. Spirit animal is the camel. Be forbearing and patient. Okay, let's see what the oracle of the fairies flourish for the feminines. It's the masculines most definitely here have to make the effort. Divine feminine, it's quite a clear message. You're to stay really within in your truth. That's it. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light. on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. It's definitely a big message here. The only thing that's coming up is, for the masculines, I want to say, is make the effort. And as we read this one last night, so I don't even feel like reading it. Patience. Now is the time to learn, study and gather information. It's because we need to get into mission, okay? It will all come together. It's like all of us will come together and bring it all together. So you've got to have some patience. Because we are all like valuable keys to this. Although you may be aching to begin a new project, now is not the time. You are in the vital phase of gathering right now. This means that you're acquiring new information through studying, reading, meditating, channeling, taking classes, interviewing experts, and other means. In all of life, there is a time for gathering and a time for planting. It is too soon for you to decide how you will. It is too soon for you to decide how you will use the new information that you're absorbing. You may have some ideas, though, so it might be wise to write them down for future use. Soon enough, you will be called into action to apply your knowledge in useful ways. When that happens, you will be very busy and work very hard. So enjoy the present moments of ambiguity and rest. Allow yourself to be an empty vessel into which heaven pours the contents of its libraries of wisdom. Your unique talents will blend with this wisdom and synthesize it into a new and important way to bring peace to this planet. That's awesome! Divine Feminines. Big. Something big. We're going to be really busy. Okay. Oh, I've got goosebumps. It's definitely about working together, guys. We all have so much knowledge within us, and we're getting these downloads, upgrades, epiphanies, open up to our skills, and if you've got some ideas, put them down. We don't necessarily have to be like putting that into action. I felt like, you know, with me, I'm kind of here. I want to say, you know, we're doing this together. We're moving through together. So this is study time. This is our education. Bless change. Although you may feel as if your life is upside down right now, everything that's occurring is for the best. This card assures you that the changes in your life are actually helping you leave behind that which no longer serves you. Your spiritual purpose with the old situations is now complete. Your urge to stay centered in grace and acceptance. Keep affirming. Okay, so let's keep affirming this. I welcome divinely inspired change, and I stay centered in the eye of the hurricane as change occurs around and within me. All change is for my highest good. I know that love is stable and always provides for me and my loved ones, no matter what our outer situations appear to be. Change ushers in fresh opportunities to learn, grow, prosper, and create new relationships. The key is to keep breathing and enjoy the changes, even if they're intimidating. If the universe pushes you towards new responsibilities, know that you're qualified in heaven's eyes. Okay. So if you want to get yourself booked in a reading, awesome, to further your education about you, then get that done. Especially as we're talking about like building connections, relationships, friendships, okay, are coming together. Make the effort. I'll read it. But I feel it's the only thing here that's the masculine's energy. It's like he's so proud of you. He wants to give you a squeeze. It's like you're a clever girl. Make the effort. Sorry, but that's the feeling that's coming through with the card. You received this card because some action steps on your part are necessary in order for your prayers about your love life to be answered. Go make your masculine proud. Go make you proud, but you know that your masculine's extremely proud of you. Okay. So the angels have opened the doors for you, and now it's time for you to walk through them. The first thing that comes to mind with respect to taking action is a good starting place for you. Get those ideas down on paper. Okay? Start practicing, preparing. But it's good to rest, okay, guys? We're going to be extremely busy. We're working hard. Won't feel like work, but be a labour of love. So when you ask for spiritual help, you always receive it. Often this help comes in the form of intuitive guidance, which consists of repetitive feelings and thoughts. You get the sense that you should do this or that. You receive this card as a nudge to actually take that action. So that's why I feel it's a masculine. We're not being nudged anywhere. Divine Feminines, we're to sit in the centre. Gracefully, peacefully in the centre. You receive this card as a nudge to actually take that action. You'll then receive the next piece of the puzzle, meaning another intuitive message about what to do. If you like, you can ask the angels to give you the motivation, courage, time and energy to take these steps. Know that each one brings you closer upon the pathway to great love. It's just such a cute card. Just to squeeze her. Camel. Be forbearing and patient, Archangel Jophiel. Comes after the butterfly. Camels incarnate from Lacumae, the ascended aspect of Sirius. They carry much wisdom and are waiting patiently to share this with humanity. They will download this to us as we become more telepathically receptive and are ready to progress into the golden age. As camels move from meditative, empty deserts to noisy, chaotic towns, they are learning and teaching about balance. They are also transforming lower energies into light. Much sacred knowledge from Lacumae is contained in their divine blueprint, and this they pass into the golden, fifth-dimensional ley lines wherever they go. They are helping to maintain the grids for us. Camels are also demonstrating to us to use resources wisely. They have learned to conserve what they have and use it with discrimination so that there is enough for everyone. You are blessed to receive this card of wisdom. It suggests you hold golden wisdom in your divine blueprint, and that in your life plan you have contracted to share this with humanity. Kind of worked that one out, haven't we? Maybe that's what the masculines are just working out now. But maybe you think it's clever girl, the divine feminine. The camels have got a hump, haven't they? A hump or two going on there. The path calls on you to practice patience, forbearance and humility. You may feel ahead of your time. Many will sense the light you carry and will react to it in different ways. Okay, so you may feel ahead of your time. Many will sense the light you carry and will react to it in different ways. So you will need to stay in balance, whatever is happening around you. If you do not fully recognise who you are, your guidance is to sit quietly, place a golden sparkling light around yourself, and call on Archangel Jophiel, the angel of wisdom, to help you attune to your true self. Then expect the deep knowing held in your soul to start coming forward. Okay, so let's have a look at this flourish card. Where's the book for this one? The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experiences and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. From dirty mud, beautiful flowers emerge. We can liken mud to the trials of life, to the things that have hurt us but also ultimately shaped us and helped us to grow into the people we are today. From pain comes growth, and this growth can inspire others who are going through similar discomfort. The Lotus Flower Fairy comes to say that you have a wealth of experience that can be used to help others. When we learn from the past and from painful experiences, we can truly and fully flourish into beautiful beings who shine from the inside. You're a beautiful flower, born of the lessons of the past. If you're going through a tough time right now, this fairy reminds you that you're receiving life's spiritual ingredients with which to grow and flourish. This card also tells you that a lotus flower and a rose can't be compared, for every flower is unique and beautiful, and the same goes for us humans. We each have special talents and skills, and no one can be as good at being you as you are. The fairies know this only too well, so celebrate the wonderful person you've become and continue to flourish, precious one. Sorry, I'm just beaming for the divine feminines. So are the divine masculines, beaming. At you being that change agent, no matter what. Okay. You still carried on shining. And not just that, but actually helping others. It's like there was the victim t-shirts off with the divine feminine. Lessons learned. Definitely time to rest. We've got a lot to share, guys, together. Our experiences, our stories. I just think that's amazing. Okay, I'm going to get a chakra wisdom oracle. No tarot today. You're not going to be doing it all alone, guys, for much longer. You're going to get busy. That's why we have to really free ourselves up for the call. Impartiality. Okay. Well, it's coming from the crown chakra. Neutral. Bahana Beige. I quietly listen, allowing you to colour your own palettes. Okay, so we're picking up on this palette that we're picking up in the late night readings. Bahana is the wise dictator from the town of Beige. She is known for settling disputes fairly. One day, two neighbours are arguing about what colour to paint their fence. Bahana gives each of them a can of paint and instructs them to paint their side of the fence, the colour that the other neighbour wants. She knows that when they can colour their world in the love of their neighbour's eyes, they will understand and accept one another. Inspiration. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. Personal inquiry. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Key ideas. Neutral position. Stand in the centre. Allowing things to unfold. Standing in another's shoes. Uplifted communication. Keywords. Guide, open-minded and fairness. The meditation. As a mist forms, take a few deep breaths. Bahana Beige beckons you into the mist. When you are ready, allow her energy and knowledge in. If something happens, then allow it to happen. But you are to follow, not lead. Nothingness is the goal. Open your eyes when you are ready and thank Bahana for reminding you to be with yourself. Mind your own business. Okay, let's work on our own businesses. It's all going to come together. Don't know why I said that, mind your own business, but it is, isn't it? The only person we need to really take care of is us. And then we can help to take care of the world. Best time. We're going to get busy. I'm going to end on a Sacred Destiny reading card. Well, it's not called a reading card. It's a Sacred Destiny Oracle card. trust. We've been working on all this stuff for quite a few weeks now. Trust, trusting in the divine. Spoke about when the sun sets, you're guaranteed that that sun's going to rise each morning. You can build your trust by appreciating the day as it sets, knowing that tomorrow will rise. It's a desert vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is to the desert that spiritual sojourners go to gain messages from the Creator. Traditionally, the desert is a place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing visions. Just as desert terrains can feed our souls, they also nourish lands thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are a great distance from each other. One is a vast, dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is moist, lush and green, and yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient-rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital, how do I say this word? Phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those exact nutrients. Okay, interesting. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is a powerful and important card to receive. Even when things seem parched or not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate. Trust those nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilised for a resplendent future. Have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. Wow. Okay, I feel like I don't want to leave it now. That's okay, we're not too bad for time. I definitely want to get a postcard from Spirit, but I felt really drawn to get a roomy message. Let's end on the postcard from Spirit. I'm singing a song in my mind, and I don't really, but it's that Bahana, but it's like Bahana na na na. Who sings that song? Reminds me of Megan. It's the kind of song that I heard her singing once it was on. I saw the camel and it took us to the desert. Okay. Be forbearing and patient. Let's get a roomie. The dissolving light. There was a point this card came up all the time. Haven't seen it for a while. Interesting, because it may have been up when the Divine Feminines were going through this. It hasn't shown its face for a while, but there was a point it was coming up a lot. I died as a mineral and became a plant. Very interesting, seeing as it spoke about the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest. And how the nutrients are needed. They are, even though they're so far apart, they're kind of joined. So I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I became human. Why should I fear anything? When was I ever less by dying? Dare to take my hand and become set alight with holy fire, my cherished one. Step forward with me and let us burn together, dissembled in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the light. Together we shall melt into truth. I noticed that truth was the card after the trust in the book. There is a light so intense, so powerful that nothing other than itself, its own truth, can exist in its presence. It is the sacred seed, the star of your being, lit up from within. It is the light that never goes out. It is the light that is so powerful, it is beyond duality of light and dark, cannot ever be extinguished or diminished, and quite simply, beyond all logic, just is. Certainly no lie or deception, no boundary or defence can remain intact in its presence. The blazing divinity of this light sears through any pretence, annihilates illusions, and takes us into stark experience of divine truth. It is gentleness, and yet it cannot be overcome. It is enduring power, and yet it is tender. Though you seek the divine, and even know it as love, you also know that it is fierce, wild, inexplicable, and demanding beyond all measure. It wants you completely, utterly, without condition. There will be times in your life, such as now, when there is something not worthy of you that must be released. This is a falsehood, a lie or deception of some sort that you have come to believe about yourself, your life, or perhaps even another. You may know what that deception is, or it may be about to be unveiled. It is not a cause for fear or concern, but for celebration. An illusion has or soon will be released, and you shall become free in a way that only truth can provide. This oracle comes to you as a sign of that which is to come, and soon. The beloved divine presence is calling to you, igniting within your deepest being, so that it may have its way with you. The divine wishes to live through you and into the world, reaching into the hearts of many and igniting those hearts into greater life. It is a clever and insatiable lover. It will stop at nothing until the entire human race is restored to the wild divine freedom of a static divine reunion, completely and utterly ignited in love. And so the great lover, the divine, calls for you to enter into the white hot field of its passionate presence. There will be sizzle and burn. It cannot be otherwise. In the height of summer, you cast aside the layers of clothing you acquire in the winter. This is natural. You do not think twice about it. As you approach the radiant sun of divinity, your emotional and psychological layers are to be shed too, for they are too heavy for the heat of the great spiritual sun. What cannot stand the heavenly heat is to be cast aside swiftly by conscious choice, or shall simply burn up, dissolving in the light and melting away. What is left shall be what is true. So here is your guidance, sweet lover of the great beloved. Give it up. The smallness, the conditions, the fears and doubts, the lack of reverence for yourself and life, the belief that somehow things are not okay or aren't going to work out. This is all a paltry attempt at truth. You are coming into a truth now that is far more worthy of you. A truth with a capital T, the big truth, love, trust, surrender. This is about a sacred shedding without fear or holding back. Cast aside whatever would hold you back, rather than free you to fly into your divine destiny. You are not to be the same from this moment on. That is the holy word, the word inscribed in living divine fire in your sacred heart. This oracle brings you guidance. Trust in your changing perspective and perceptions. Don't hold on to what you once believed or thought to be true. Allow yourself to be shown another version of events, another way of perceiving. And don't focus on what is not working in your current estimation of things, for that is nothing more than a passing opinion. You are being given an opportunity to see and know yourself, others, and particular life circumstances very differently. Embrace it. Don't resist what is being shown to you. For even if there are some struggles in adjusting your view at first, ultimately, this change in perception will free you and bring you more deeply into the wellspring of your own inner peace and happiness. I love that, the wellspring. We're coming into spring, guys. Wellness. Springing into spring. Okay, here's a sacred honouring ritual. Place both hands on your hearts and say the following aloud. The eternal light of Rumi burns through that which is unworthy and frees me into unconditional love and truth now. I am blessed by the grace of this sacred brother, and I open my heart to the tender fire of passionate presence. Through merciful compassion and my own free will, I ask to be shown the greater truth that will set me free. So be it. Relax with your hands on your heart for as long as feels good. When you are ready, simply open your eyes and you have completed your sacred honouring ritual. You can repeat this anytime you feel the need to let go of self-limiting behaviour, judgment of a person or situation that drains rather than leaves you feeling vibrant and free, or beliefs that deplete and depress you rather than open you up to loving and endless possibilities. This ritual is a way to tap into supportive grace to assist you in that conscious surrender. You will be blessed, beloved. That really took me to, we've been speaking about how we've kind of, the Divine Feminines, everyone had to fall away, that old life. Okay? So it's most definitely, I feel that's the masculines, what's going on with them. It all needs to fall away. It's not coming with us. And speak about when the dust settles, have a look at what's still there. What remains. Okay. I'm going to get this postcard from Spirit. And I've got you got this cards over there hiding. Don't think I've forgotten about you. Okay. Have some sunshine. I'm not really sure what that image is here. It just says, with love. Looked like a bit of a fence that was like around a field. A countryside fence, and I'm not sure. Unless it's a belt with a... With love. Dearest Ju, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that, essentially, all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organised, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking. And they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them and love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. That's perfect. That's a perfect message, guys. Screenshot if you want a reminder later on. Because we do these readings, like we're on it every day, okay? Growing. But we kind of forget. It's like, what did the working week say? We're on Thursday today. So what did we kind of, well, a lot's gone on since then. Just a reminder to watch your thoughts. Okay, you've got this. Every day is another chance. Okay, so there's so much about the sun setting here and the patience. Practicing your trust. You are capable of anything, so remember that. You are the creator. One more. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. You get this, guys? Setting goals. Writing down all those plans. Not necessarily action. Just pop them all down. It's kind of like when the opportunity is given for us to all get together and exchange all these ideas, we're going to be busy. We're going to be astounded and amazed and just blessed. Bottom of the deck. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. I have vision. I've been trying to tell you. Okay, and make sure you listen to Napoleon Hill. The Master Key, I've pinned it to the top of the Facebook page. Okay, do yourself that favour. Even if you just listen in little chapters, only 10 minutes. And then he kind of like, there's a little pause and he goes on. Okay, it's only on for 2 hours if you want to listen to all of it. But I would say just listen to each one. Really digest what it's saying. The Master Key to Success. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. Expect vision, though. You are capable of anything. Okay, guys, have yourself a fantastic day. This was a very interesting oracle reading. Much love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.